So welcome everyone for another episode of predictions. Today I'm gonna be alone because Havik didn't really feel well, so decided to do it on my own for today. So hopefully we'll get better. So let's start and get into the matchups already. We're gonna have a first match of the day, as always. Is gonna be xron, which is gonna be playing against nosfa. So this is an interesting matchup because this is, like we said many times, is gonna be a hyping matchup, and I think in this case it's even worse because I'm pretty sure xron pings like 130 or more to an East since it's playing from Ukraine. So I'm pretty sure it's like gonna have a very high ping, and yeah, it's gonna be a bit random at times. So nosfa banning Deep Embrace and xron banning Corrupted Keep. So from one point of view, actually this is very good for xron, because if nosfa knew that xron doesn't play Deep Embrace at all, maybe he wouldn't ban it and he would go for CK. But I'm also like, both players don't really play either CK or Deep Embrace, so this is like a win-win scenario, I would say, for both players. And yeah, so nosfa picking Awoken and xron picking Blood Covenant as always. Like this season he has been playing the map quite often. I think it's his favorite map. nosfa banning Ruins and xron banning Molten. I'm surprised that nosfa didn't ban Veil after he banned Deep Embrace, because I think Veil is not a very good map for his playstyle. So I'm very surprised about actually this pick and ban process. So first map it's Awoken, and nosfa decides to get rid of Athena, so it's gonna be a Nyx against Anarchy. So in a normal ping game I will favor the Nyx quite heavily, but when you play Nyx on high ping, you can't really abuse the Ghost Walk that much. What I mean by abusing the Ghost Walk is that, like, when you are using Nyx and you're like planning an attack with, for example, let's say shotgun, like on low ping you can like shotgun into Ghost Walk, you deal like 120 damage if you're lucky, and you receive 0 in exchange. But on high ping, if you try and do that, you're gonna get destroyed, because by the time you use the shotgun you're gonna get already hit 2 times and you don't have time to go into Ghost Walk. So still very good for mobility, but Nyx on high ping kinda loses her values. On the other side, Anarchy always, like, Anarchy is one of the most OP champions, especially in the online stages. So we will see how this will go. I will say I will favor nosfa Awoken. Map number 2 is the M6, Blood Covenant, xron banning Scale, which is I think more of a ban for Veil of Nut. And it's a slash into Visor. Again, we are giving nosfa a very fast champion on a very big map. He really likes to play the slash on Blood Covenant. Visor is good, but I don't think it's gonna be enough for xron to do anything there. Like, it just mobility wise is a way to a difficult matchup for xron to handle, I will say, especially on this high ping. If you don't practice, it's gonna be really tough. I played against nosfa last week and I had to practice a lot to get used to the server and the ping difference. So if you don't practice, it's gonna be very hard, I think, to get into the mindset. Because nosfa, as Havik says always, nosfa plays this high ping all season against every single player. There is no one else from South America right now, so yeah. Then we have Galena ban on Veil, and we have Ranger against Tyson. This map I prefer the xron pick. Ranger, I think it's way better than Eisen, just because Ranger overall always is like one of the best champions in any map, in any circumstance, against any champion. You can always use like his mobility, you can always use his passive, you can always use his orb. So looking forward to it, but I will say that nosfa is gonna take it 3-0 at the end. So moving forward, we have you against the name matchup. We have maxter against psygib. So maxter, coming from a crazy victory against strongsage, he looked very good last week, and he's probably ramping up his practice for first of all, he has to play Rafa and ZenAku, I think, yet, so he's probably practicing more for those matchups. And also, like, QuakeCon is very close. QuakeCon is like 60 days away if we really look into it, that, like, from that point of view. So yeah, psygib banning Molten Falls, maxter banning Veil. Very surprising psygib is a very good Veil player, but maxter, like, I would rate him very high on Veil, my opinion. Psygib banning, picking corrupted keep. Yeah, for example, this is very weird that maxter went for the Veil ban instead of the corrupted keep ban. I think because maxter is playing more CK and CK is getting more comfortable, so he doesn't ban it anymore. So maxter picking deep, his best map. Psygib banning Veil, maxter banning Ruins, and psygib picking Awoken. Okay, so we have Anarchy ban on CK. That's a very comfort zone ban for everyone. Anarchy is very hard to deal with so many times. And oh my god, guys, really? Stroke Ranger? I have never seen it on this map, ever. So we have Stroke from maxter and Ranger from psygib. We have seen this match, I think, I will even say more than 20 to 30 times this season, actually, I'm not joking. Map number 2, we have Athena, and we have Athena banned by maxter, and it's Doom against BJ on Deep Embrace. Doom is very good. I'm surprised that maxter didn't go for the slash here, actually, very surprised, but I guess he's trying something new. Then we have Nyx banned by psygib on Awoken, maxter goes Ison, psygib goes Visor. I honestly prefer psygib's picks on every single map, but maxter has been looking very strong lately, so I will say 3-0 for maxter. And the servers are gonna be W and 1NA, so yeah, I think maxter is gonna take it 3-0. Then we have Sib against strongsage, so a full NA matchup here. I haven't seen Sib in a while, actually. I don't remember what is last time he played in the Pro League, actually. I think it was against Sirius or something like that. It's been like 3 or 4 weeks. He was supposed to play AV3k last week, but they like postponed the games. And we have Sib banning Deep Embrace, strongsage banning Blood Covenant, as always. Very standard bans from both sides. Sib picking Molten Falls, strongsage picking CK. Sib banning Veil, strongsage banning Ruins, so we have Molten, CK and Awoken. Sib banning Strog on first map, it's more of a ban for CK of course, because Strog is not bad, but it's not the best pick on Molten. And strongsage has, strongsage has like every single champion open in Molten Falls, and he picks Scale as first pick. He has Slash, he has Nyx, he has Anarchy, he has Athena, he has Ranger, he has Visor, but he goes for Scale first pick, which gets answered by Anarchy, by Sib. Scale is very good, but you know, like Scale is kind of a coin toss in my opinion, especially when you go against light champions. So we will see how it will go. Strongsage banning Ranger on CK, and Sib picking BJ, and strongsage picking DK. I really like the BJ pick by Sib. Sib banning Doom on Awoken, strongsage going Clutch, and Sib going Athena. So judging by picks, I will actually say Sib to take it 2-1. But I think I haven't seen Sib play and practice for a while now. I don't know if he's practicing off stream. I have no clue about that. But because of shape and practice wise, I'm gonna say strongsage 2-1. I don't think it's gonna be a 3-0. Then we have my matchup against AV3k. Would have been very funny to discuss it with him like live, since we are the two players doing this project with predictions, but he sadly couldn't be here today. So I ban Veil, clearly, because Veil is one of AV3k's best maps, so out of respect I'm gonna ban Veil. He bans Deep Embrace. He didn't play Deep Embrace all season long, so understandable. I pick CK, he picks Ruins, I ban Awoken, he banned Blood Covenant, and last map is Molten Falls. So we have, I'm gonna ban Anarchy. Pretty standard ban by me, I've been doing it quite a few times, especially online. Anarchy is just a pain in the ass to play against. There are some matches where it's just impossible to do any damage. Hitrug is totally all over the place against him, so I just went for the safe pick. I expected AV3k to go Stroke, but he decided to go the ZenAku's way. He picked Ranger to deny me. Last week I played the same matchup against ZenAku. I was the Stroke, he was the Ranger. And honestly, if I either play Stroke or I play Ranger, against the opposite, I really don't mind. I feel very comfortable with both situations. There are two different ways of approaching the match, but at the end it's like you have like by playing Ranger against Rogue, you get a lot of experience into playing Rogue as well, because you know what you have to do, you know, to avoid like orbs and stuff like that. Map number 2, it bans Slash, so it gives me Nyx. This is low ping, so of course I'm gonna go Nyx on Ruins. He goes Visor. I played this matchup a lot of times as well, so I have quite a lot of experience. Last map, I decided to ban Athena because I didn't want to give him speed advantage. He goes Galena, I go BJ. I could have gone Scale, but like I think picking a tank into Avek's aim, even if he's not in the best shape of his life, is still a dangerous thing to do. So I just avoided it and went for the BJ. Galena is better, I would say. I would say 60 to 40, but I think I can make it work by playing in a certain way. I don't know what to predict. You will predict. Hopefully it's gonna be a good show for the viewers. And yeah, let's look into the first highlighted match, which is gonna be Sirius against RAISY. Very aim heavy players. RAISY is banning Awoken. I'm really not sure why he's banning Awoken. Like, I really don't know. Sirius banning Veil, which is a perfect ban by Sirius. RAISY picking Blood Covenant. Like, this is like such a mix. So I feel like RAISY finally understood that he needs to push himself a bit out of the comfort zone. Why I say that? Because RAISY usually ban always Blood Covenant, but now he's picking Blood Covenant. Even against Rafi did it. So it's like preparing for QuakeCon, I will say. And this is like, I respected this kind of like thinking. Even if it's very important like for seeding, he's pushing himself out of the comfort zone, which is something I've done in the past by, I don't know, letting strongsage pick his best champions, letting Drummies pick Slash, like trying to play against someone best champion just to prove a point for myself and for my progression in the QPL. So I respect a lot this from RAISY. Sirius is picking Molten Falls, which is one of his best maps. RAISY banning Deep Embrace, Sirius banning Corrupted Keep and Ruins his last map, Decider. RAISY banning Nyx, Sirius going Athena and RAISY going Anarchy. We have seen this multiple times. I prefer the Athena pick, but RAISY's Anarchy is the best in the world. So looking forward to see this matchup. Slash banned by Sirius on Molten Falls, and we have Visor against Stroke. Stroke is like, I don't think Stroke is a bad pick at all. I just feel like you have more with, like, you can use Visor more in a better way compared to Stroke. Because, you know, what are strong strengths, you know, like mobility, which is okay on Molten, but Picker. And Picker on a map like Molten, the opportunities has greatly reduced to use Picker in a certain way. Then we have a Ranger ban by RAISY on Ruins, Sirius going Galena and RAISY going BJ. RAISY's BJ very, very good, Sirius Galena very, very good as well. So this one, it's hard to predict. I will say 2-1 for RAISY. But by looking at Sirius last few weeks has been really tough for him. He lost to Kilsen last week 3-0. If this goes 3-0 for RAISY, I wouldn't be surprised, but I think Sirius can get a map of RAISY. And last match of the day, very interesting match for the viewers, I would say. We have Kilsen against ZenAku. Kilsen coming from a big victory against Sirius, and ZenAku, I think he didn't play last week and he lost to me the week prior, 3-0. So he definitely has to like win this matchup to, if he wants to have any chances into top 3 or top 4. Because the situation at the top of the leaderboard is very, very like tight, because we have Rafa, then myself, Kilsen and RAISY, and then ZenAku. For me to be top 1, I think I have to win every single match remaining for me, and I have to 3-0 basically everyone, so it's gonna be very, very tough. But I can see maxter like playing against Rafa in a few weeks and pulling an upset, so I'm looking forward to that match. I have to win my matches against RAISY and Kilsen and Sirius and Avek as well tomorrow, so it's gonna be very difficult to snatch that first seed. But other than that, let's go into the match. ZenAku banning Ruins, interesting. Kilsen banning Veil, ZenAku picking CK, Kilsen picking Deep Embrace. So we have, I will say we have two very good maps for both players. Let's not forget that ZenAku beat Rafa also on Deep Embrace, so it's probably looking like comfortable on that map. ZenAku banning Awoken, that's a very good ban by ZenAku. Kilson banning Molten, and he plays the Blood Covenant, which is also very, very good. And we have ZenAku banning Nyx on CK. It's a ban for Deep Embrace and for Blood Covenant. Out of respect, you don't want to give Kilson and Nyx, you know, so that's very good. But by doing so, is making Kilson play Anarchy, which I don't know what to think about that one. Ranger answers, ZenAku answers with the Ranger, which is not bad. I just feel like with Anarchy is a bit of a coin toss. If Anarchy is as like that match where you cannot have any registering on on his hitbox, good luck, honestly. But Ranger, the way ZenAku plays the Ranger, I think it's gonna be very entertaining for the viewers for sure. Then we have Kilson banning Visor on Deep Embrace, ZenAku going Doom, and Kilson going Stroke. I will say it again, ZenAku's Doom is one of the best combos in the game. The way he has learned to use Berserk is very, very impressive. And I will need to study a few votes to see how he's making it work so well. On the other side, we have Kilson and Stroke. Very tough combination, I would say. 50-50 matchup here, I would say. I think 55-45 for Kilson, actually. Last map we have Galena, banned by ZenAku, and we have Slash into Athena. I will say it again, I will say it always, Slash is very good, but I think if you play Athena perfectly, I think Athena and Nyx are the best Blood Covenant champions. What is weird about this matchup is like, I will prefer the opposite. I will prefer to see Kilson on the Athena and ZenAku on the Slash just because of playstyles, but they swapped the champions. So, looking forward to this, and I'm really not sure what to predict here, guys. I will be shocked to see a 3-0. Honestly, I did 3-0 ZenAku, but I feel like my champions were better than Kilson in all the maps, because I had like Nyx on Blood Covenant, which is like one of my best champions. I had Shrug on CK, which is also one of my best champions, and I had Scale on Molten into Sword. I think all the matches were very good for me. So I'm gonna say 2-1. I don't know who's gonna take it, but it's gonna be a close match in my opinion. That was it for today. Again, hopefully Avek will get well for my match against him. Hopefully there is nothing serious and it will be okay. And other than that, if we're getting closer to the end of the season, I think we have only 3 or 4 weeks remaining of the Pro League. So in the next few weeks, Maxter and EndPoint, I will talk with Avek about what prices to give. We were thinking also about signed jerseys, because you know, a mouse you can buy it, but like having a signed jersey but one of the pro players, I think it's very special, and it's more like it has a personal touch to the pricing, but we will discuss about it later. So I remind everyone that next week is gonna be challengers. It's gonna be South American challengers, so there's not gonna be Pro League next Saturday. But remember, tomorrow tune in 4 PM Central European time for the Quake Pro League. Be there and have fun watching. See you next time.